everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to write business articles using AI agent. So let's suppose I'm a blogger and I want to improve my online presence. For that, I regularly want to post on WordPress. Doing this manually will consume a lot of time, so I'm completely going to automate this process, and to do this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Google Sheets, OpenAI and WordPress. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I'm going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I'm going to add a new title or a detail in my Google Sheets spreadsheet, the content or the article will be automatically generated using OpenAI, which is my AI agent, and it will be automatically created as a post on my WordPress. Now, if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to write business articles using AI agent. For this, we are going to create automation between Google Sheets, OpenAI and WordPress with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Now, after browsing this website, we need to sign into a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options: sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free. As I'm an existing user, I'll go with the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. Now, if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button. And first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as write business articles using AI agent, and now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders which have been created, and here I'm going to select this as AI agent and then click on create. Here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, an action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to write business articles using AI agent, which means whenever I'm going to add a new article topic in my Google Sheets spreadsheet, it will be automatically generated with the help of AI agent. Here I'm going to use my AI agent as OpenAI, and it will be automatically posted to my WordPress. Which means whenever I'm going to add a new article in my Google Sheets spreadsheet, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So when I'm going to add a new data in my Google Sheets spreadsheet and then action says do this, then generate the article and add that to WordPress. So here in my trigger application, I will be taking Google Sheets, and then in my trigger event, I'm going to take this new or updated spreadsheet row. Now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets for whichever book URL is provided to me, and this webbook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So reading the help task, I'm going to build this connection, and to make this connection, let me open my Google Sheets. So this is the spreadsheet which I've created by the name business articles, and I have added all the fields like the article title, primary keyword, target audience, outline, key insights. I'm going to add the name of the article, and then I'm going to send this data to my Pabbly Connect workflow. So let me quickly add all the details. So here I've entered all the details. The article title is How AI is Transforming Customer Support for SaaS Businesses. The keyword AI is customer support. Target audience, SaaS founders. Outline is this: intro, benefits, chatbots, case study, future trends, conclusion. And then the key insight, 80% of the queries handled by AI. So I'm going to send this data, which means we need to build the connection now between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets. So for that, I have to go towards this extensions, go to add-ons, and then click on get add-ons. Here Google Workspace Marketplace will appear in front of me, where I need to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. And it is showing install because I have already installed this in my Google Sheets. But if you are doing this for the first time, make sure that you follow the same process and install this. After that you install this, it will start appearing over here, and from here you have to go towards this initial setup. So this box will appear in front of me where I need to enter the webhook URL and the trigger column. So this is the same webhook URL which I'm provided in my Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to copy this webhook URL and I'm going to paste it over here, and then I need to enter the trigger column. So the trigger column will be a final data entry column on which if the data is added, the whole of that true data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here my final data entry column or the end column is column E. So trigger column simply means the last data entry column on which we are going to add the data. As you can see, the last column here is E, so I've entered that. Now I'm going to click on the send test and you will see the complete true data will be sent to my workflow, and here test data sent successfully. Now to make this setup, I have to click on this submit also and setup configured successfully. So here I have successfully sent this data, and now I have to follow a very important step. I have to go towards this extensions, go to Pabbly Connect webhooks and then click on send on event. So this step will make sure whatever data we add in future, it is sent to Pabbly Connect. Now I'm going to go towards my Pabbly Connect workflow. If I scroll down, I have received the response. The trigger column is E, spreadsheet name was this, target audience was this, and then the rest of the details are also same. Primary keywords, AI in customer support, outline, intro, benefits, chatbots, case study, future trends, conclusions. Key insight is this, and the article title is this: how AI is transforming customer support for SaaS businesses. Now here I have received the response as soon as I've added the detail in my Google Sheet spreadsheet, and this shows the connection setup that we have created between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets that is successful. And now whenever I'm going to add a new detail in this Google Sheet spreadsheet, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever I'm going to add a new detail in my Google Sheet spreadsheet, I want my OpenAI to generate the article on that. So then in my action application, I'm going to take my AI agent as OpenAI. And then in my action event, I'm going to select this as ChatGPT and then click on connect. So if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter the token. Following the head test given below, I'm going to enter the token and I'm going to click on the hyperlink. And you will see I'm landed towards this API keys page. To create a new API key, I simply need to click on this create new secret key. First, I have to provide the key name. So let's say the name is test. The project will be default project and the permissions will be all. And then I simply need to click on this create secret key. A new API token will be provided to me, which I need to copy and simply paste that over here. Here, as I've already an existing connection, I've created this connection multiple times. So I'm going to select the existing connection and then go with save. Here OpenAI is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter the AI model and the prompt. From this drop down, I'm going to select the AI model as GPT-4o Mini. If you do not find your AI model, simply toggle on this mapping button, remove this AI model and enter your own AI model. I'm going to enter GPT-4o Mini, and next I'm going to enter the prompt. I'm going to enter the prompt in a way that these are the details I'm capturing from Google Sheets and I want to generate the article and post on my WordPress. So I'm going to enter the prompt like. So here I've entered the prompt: write a business article about target audience, keyword to include, outline, key insight. The structure should have the introduction, main body and conclusion. Now over here I'm going to enter these details, but I'm not going to enter these details manually. Instead I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. Here I've received the response from Google Sheets, and when I click on this field, I can see this Google Sheets. When I click on this, I can see all the response which I've received from there. Here, by clicking on that particular field, I have mapped this audience. I'm going to enter the title, which was this one: how AI is transforming customer support. And then I'm going to include the keyword. So here are the keywords. And then I'm going to enter the outline as this. And then the key insight was this. Now over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now that I've entered these details, let's click on the save and send test request and wait for the response. Here I've received the response in this message content. I have my article. How AI is transforming customer support for SaaS businesses. Introduction. In today's fast paced digital landscape, customer support is no longer just an auxiliary function. Then I've received the benefits of SaaS, then I've received the chatbots and NLP, I've received the case study, and I've received the future tense and the conclusion. Now, this is a very perfect article to be posted on my WordPress. So I'm going to post it, and to do that, I'm going to click on this Add Action Step button, and then in my action application, I'm going to search for WordPress. And then in my action event, I'm going to select as create a post and click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter these details. Now to get this base URL, I'm going to open my WordPress, and on the top in this URL till WP3, I have my base URL, so I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to enter my login credentials of WordPress in this email and password. And after entering these details, I'm simply going to click on this save. You will see that WordPress will be connected to my Pabbly Connect. And here it is. Now I need to enter these details. First, I need to select my post type. I'm going to select this as post, and then I need to enter the title. So I'm going to enter the title from the response I have received from Google Sheets, which is this one, how AI is transforming customer support. I'm going to enter the post content as this one, which I have received from my response in OpenAI. And then the slug excerpt are not required fields, so I'm going to skip this. I want to keep the status as publish. If you want to edit something or do something, you can keep the status according to your choice and preference. I'm going to keep it as publish. And then the category ID, tags are not required field. I'll skip this again. I will be going to toggle on this mapping button of featured media ID and remove this ID, as if I do not remove this, that particular feature ID will become static and keep posting on all of my posts. Now the format is standard, ping status is open, comment status is open. I'm going to select my author ID, and then these fields are not required ones, so I'm going to skip this. I have mapped all the required details. I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and you will see in no time I'm going to get the response. So here I've received the response. I'm quickly going to open my WordPress. On the left hand side where I can see all these options, I'm going to click on this post and then click on this all posts. And now if I scroll down, here is the post. It has been created. How AI is transforming customer support. If I click on this view, the article will be opened in front of me. And this is the same exact article which we have generated with the help of my AI agent and Pabbly Connect. Now to summarize, we took Google Sheets as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We received the data from my Google Sheets, and then we generated the article on that and posted or created a post on WordPress. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between Google Sheets, OpenAI and WordPress with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.